All right, 170 pounds, national champ. How's it feel, man?
Feels good. Feels really good. You know that what you're doing back home in the dark is working. So I'm blissful right now.
Talking about back home, the Freestyle and Greco program in Minnesota has been firing all cylinders for years. How does the state freestyle program help you prepare for moments like this?
I think we just work hard, you know. We got a lot of guys look at summers, you know, maybe I'll take a break, train here and there, but, you know, when we work out hard, so Minnesota's doing something right.
Coming out, you're putting points on the board, you know, 10-0 Tech in the finals. Is that the game plan coming into this tournament?
Yeah, the game plan, so my attitude this whole weekend in life is just relentless, and I was talking with Terry Brands, and he talks about it out loud, and he goes, you know, Iowa style, it isn't a style, it's a mindset. The Iowa style mindset is to go out there and put the guy under attack for a whole 6 or 7 minutes. And so that was the mindset this whole weekend, and moving forward is just attack and be relentless.
Garrett's a guy you could be doing future Big Ten battles with. Is that something you think about going into that match?
No, I was just worried about, you know, the 6 minutes right in front of me, and afterwards we'll go from there. But there's just the 6 minutes in front of me I was worried about.
How do you feel you did overall at the tournament?
I feel like I did really good, you know. I went out in the matches, and even though most of them were first period techs, I went out there and I tried to exhaust myself, and it's worked really hard. So I think this is a great tournament for me in general.
In terms of training and preparation, you talk about, you know, the state freestyle thing. Who is there in your room to help push you, and you know, so you can go and have performances like this? I mean, who's helping you get to that step?
Well, I mean, I'm out of Minnesota Elite, but I kind of just train in Caston and Iowa City. So in Caston, you got Benneberg, you know, he just won a stop sign yesterday. And then you got Coach Hyatt, who's the Big Ten All-American in Iowa, or Big Ten champ. But just, you know, in the room, Coach Hyatt's the same way, same attitude as in Iowa. So we're doing something right in Caston too.
You're pretty pumped about, you know, representing the Iowa mindset as you're going to eventually go there, but when it comes to representing Minnesota Storm, that's still a pretty cool thing. And you know, you're right there with the stop sign with the Storm on your chest right now.
Yeah, I love Minnesota Storm. Has given me really good opportunities. You know, I might not have had Storm as they treated me. I've got just a little weird with them sometimes, but you know, they're still really great people up there that, you know, they helped me get this weekend, and so Minnesota Storm's good to me.
Patrick, so you've accomplished so much already throughout high school. Going into your senior year, you've had some big accolades. What's left on your high school bucket list before you head off to college?
I never had a high school bucket list, you know. I wrote down my 10th grade year, I sat down, and I thought really hard what I want to do, and that's what wrestling I put. Olympic champion, 4-time national champion, and a world champ. And me and Terry talked about it one night, and he was saying, well, we don't got no goals this summer. And I was like, no, I got these 3 huge goals, and I'll do whatever it is between there to help me get to those goals. But, right, it's just, I haven't really had a bucket list high school, just the end goals in my mind.
How big is West Concord, Minnesota?
Well, I live in a really weird spot. So I'm in Pine Island School District, West Concord Township, but I go to Castle-Mantorville. But West Concord, maybe under 1,000 people, but it's like a 15-minute drive for me to Castle-Mantorville. So, but it's small, real small.
What's it say about kids? You know, you hear a lot about Twin Cities kids and everything. What about the small town kids?
I think the small town kids learn to do stuff on their own more, because, you know, I mean, I'm growing up in a house, so we don't have tons of money, but we can't do anything we want. But, you know, my parents get it done. But, you know, I didn't have rides to town all the time, and so, you know, I'd just be at home working out 2-3 times a day when I was young, just doing stupid stuff like I would take a hose and I tie 45-pound plates and just drag up the hill, working on my pulling muscles, just stuff like that. So that's how us, some small town kids or country kids get it done.
So I read in the Rochester paper you get up at 2 in the morning and do some stuff. Can you, is that true? And
yeah,
what do you do?
That's true. It's just small stuff. You know, I go to bed and I'm thinking about maybe a Russian I wrestle in the future, and 2 o'clock here is pretty much competing time over in Russia. So like dang, they may be doing something with me. So I'll just go in the garage and do some pull-ups, just maybe, I don't know, 50, 100, just like, you know, ensure myself that I'm doing it right.
Dan Gable did that, didn't he?
Probably, I don't know. I'm trying to be better than Dan Gable.
So Patrick, yesterday you told me that With the Iowa mindset, one of the things your future coaches want you to do is find those tough competitions. Don't go too long without competing. So do you have another tournament that you have your sights on yet, or are you just gonna get back, recoup, recalculate, or is there another one coming up?
So right now I think off of winning this tournament, I'll probably be in who's number 1, and then I'll go into the probably Super 32 again. But it's just from here to whenever, it's just getting better every single day, making every day count.
What's so special about the Seabolt Academy that you get kids from Minnesota and Iowa, where two states are basically wrestling rivals? How do you guys do this?
So I've been to one Seabolt practice. Terry sent me there for like a practice, and Adam Fellers, who helps with the program, was from Iowa, wrestled for Iowa. So I've only been there one time, and when I went in there, TJ and Adam Fellers, they had the same mindset as I did. And so we've kept in touch a little bit, but I've only been to one of his practices. It wasn't his practice. Morningstar ran it, but TJ with the same mindset, and so like we understand each other. So that's how we probably benefit from each other. We've probably had 5 conversations.
Okay.
But we think the same, so it's good.
The fact that you're crossing the border to go wrestle in college, is that hard for people back home at all?
No, if you want it, you go find partners and places to get better, period.
Congrats.